What's going on? It's John. Just briefly want to go over a concept that I think a lot of people get afraid of. They're not really sure what to do. They think that they're not good at it. Whatever the case is, it's budgeting. And recently, I started getting my averages. They're not completely perfect because March isn't over yet, but I created goals and then averages of things that I spend money on. And so, what I did originally when I first started doing this is I would have my grocery and my out to eat, and I would write them down and just do that month by month to just kind of see where my spending was. And after about 3 or 4 months, I got pretty excited over it. And I thought, well, I'd like to start knowing other things. And so right now, I've got grocery, out to eat, entertainment, clothes, household, rent, tithe, my internet. I put cable in my computer, but it should just say internet, car insurance, utilities, gas, and vacation travel. And right now, the goals, after about, I'd say 5 or 6 months, I just started generating, say, hey, these are the targets that I'd like to be at and where they're at. And then the average, how I calculated the average is I would take all different 12 amounts for the entire year for 12 months, and I would then put them together and then divide it by 12. That gets you your average. So if I've done if I've gone grocery shopping March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and then January and February, and then March again, 12 times. Um, then you get 12 different amounts, put them all together, divided by 12. That's how you get an average. And the big thing with budgeting is I think a lot of people don't know where their money is going, and sometimes they get into debt or they freak out. They don't really know what's going on, and I'm like, well, do you know what your spending habits are? And that's the thing that, if anything, even if your targets are off or you don't, you don't always meet your goals, at least you're knowing where your money's going, which is a start. So for my starting goal was $120 for grocery, and my average was 98.30, and my out to eat was $80, and now I go out to eat, it's about $124 a month. These two should probably be switched, I guess, realistically for myself right now. Entertainment. What do I categorize as entertainment? Right now, I'm a big video gamer in my stage of life. I've always liked video gaming. So I spend money on video games. If I go bowling, if I decide to go skating, any of those kinds of things, that would be entertainment. Clothes. I don't spend a whole lot on clothes. I originally put $50 for the entire month, and it's never really getting there. So that's kind of just some extra stuff. If anything, just try to save the rest of it. Household. What do I categorize as household? I would say things, if you buy a chair, if you buy any sort of furniture, if you buy an umbrella, if you buy pots and pans, if you buy laundry detergent, any of those things that seem to be like a household functionality, trash bags, whatever, those things would be categorized as household. Rent, I live in a duplex. It is a 2 bedroom, 1 half bathroom, and 1 full bathroom place, backyard, garage. It's awesome. I can't believe I live in a place like this. It's really nice. Tithe, I originally actually marked on there, and then I sharpied it out. That's just something that tithe is normally 10% of your income, and I give just right around at 10% of my income. And I'm not going to tell you what my income is, but that is something that I'm regularly doing, and I think that's kind of just between you and the Lord. But I encourage you to tithe wherever you're at on that. Cable. I don't have cable. I do have internet. I pay through Spectrum, and it's a little bit more than anticipated because my plan had changed. I now am paying $65.99 a month, and that doesn't include like anything special. That's just the cheapest package that they offer right now. Car insurance I have through State Farm, and State Farm is cool. Right now their amounts change over time, so that's just kind of what that is. Utilities, you've got your gas, your electric, your water. I want to say I don't have anything on me right now. Like, I can't think exactly what it is, but I would tell you that my electricity is normally going to be more than the other things because I just have game consoles and other things hooked up. Easy way to save money on that is to just unhook them. That would be easy. But utilities, that's about what that is. As far as for like gas charges for heating and air conditioning, right now it is springtime where I'm at, and it's actually finally starting to get a little bit warmer. But most of the time I keep it straight at 67 at my place the entire time. I'll just wear jeans or pants and a sweater. And if it gets hot, then you take your sweater off. And if you get cold, you get your sweater on. It's not really hard. I would say the same principle applies when it's cold. If it's summertime outside and you keep the AC on, maybe you just want to, just dress comfortably, but not, appropriately. But it's like, well, don't wear as much stuff. Wear a pair of shorts, get a light t-shirt on. Utilities, it seems like it's pretty easy to save money on. Gas right now, that gets me about 30 gallons worth of gas for the entire month. So it gets me 2 tanks, and that's more than enough for what I normally do. So that's fine. Vacation travels for the entire year. So 260, 150. It really should just say vacation as a whole. The travel, it does not include plane tickets, which is really nice. Right now, I kind of have my parents spot that for me. I'm very appreciative of that. But right now, vacation travel normally includes, like, I'm going to pay for parking when I go to an airport. And if I, buy things over vacation time, I put that under vacation travel. Another category that I did not add on here is my health insurance. And right now I'm in my 20s, and I just want to pay for health insurance because it's something that you need to kind of do, and you need to get into a habit of doing it. So health insurance I have through a short-term plan. It's about 3 months, and every 3 months they charge you. And they normally pay in, like, I pay in one package. And so right now my healthcare, it gets me $104.68. So it's just around $100 a month. What is the point of this video and showing you all of these things? I'm going to tell you that I'm not a genius at this stuff. I just recently started doing this. I've been doing it for just over a year. It's one of those things that if you don't know, what your goals are, you can't calculate averages, you don't write any of this stuff down, you're never going to know where your spending is. So my advice is to start learning this stuff early. And what I do is any of the receipts that I get, I have these 5 little storage tubs for grocery, out to eat, entertainment, clothes, and household. Rent, I know what it's going to be. Tithe, I take care of that myself. Internet's automatic. Car insurance, utilities are automatic. Vacation travel is so minimum throughout the year that I kind of just monitor it when I go. And gas is a receipt that I normally just throw in a closed box. So I have these 5 little boxes, which is for, grocery, out to eat, entertainment, clothes, and household. And they're all labeled. And anytime that I get a receipt, I just take the receipt and throw it in the box. And then at the end of the month, or towards the end of the month, I will take the receipts, and then I just get my calculator out, punch everything into the calculator, put it into an Excel spreadsheet, and then I just save all that information on my computer. And I have it on my Google Drive. I can access it on my phone. If there's a receipt like, hey, I'm out for the night and I don't want to hang on to a receipt for the whole night, if I've got some downtime, I'll put it on my Google Drive sheet and punch it in that way, and then my receipt's just pitched, and I take care of it. So my advice is to just start setting goals. And how do you determine what healthy goals are? I'm going to tell you that for a lot of this stuff, I kind of just threw darts at a board and hoped for the best. I didn't have the world's greatest goals, but I did find things that seemed to be appropriate for me. There is no perfect budget, but I want to say Dave Ramsey says something like, you want to live well below your means. And that's part of what I'm trying to do by doing all of this, is I want to try to live well below my means. This is stuff where I can do all of these things and still, get a little bit of money at the end of the month and be okay. Versus like, I lost $300 the month for this month, or I lost $500 or whatever. I had some months like that where that was what was happening because I wasn't in control of my money. Money is something that you want to be in control of, not that it controls you. So I think that's the practical thing of all of this. I hope that this has been helpful. And my biggest thing for you is to just get started. Start writing things down, put it into an Excel spreadsheet, and just see where you're at in a year. And if that's helpful, then do that. Hope that this has been helpful, and that is what my budget looks like. Thanks for watching.